In 2004, Morgan Spurlock took on a huge bite out of a big debate. Though I'd never heard of the Super Size Me documentary before, I was familiar with the subject matter as it becomes more and more of a constant debate in recent years. Spurlock actually tackled one of the biggest giants in the nutrition debate, McDonald's. One of the most shocking statistics he discusses early on is that nearly 100 million Americans are overweight or obese. And while this may not be completely linked to fast food places, the constant use of them is not making it easier. We never think about the effects of processed foods on the body. And to help understand the gravity of it, he actually enlists the help of multiple medical professionals and seeks their advice, guidance, and expertise throughout the challenge. This is actually a wonderful example of ethos. Emotional impact is actually felt by a lot of audience members whenever he goes in for blood work a few days into the challenge and sees how much it has affected the liver. Mention is made of cirrhosis of the liver and liver disease, which claims tons of lives every year and is a very serious thing. That fear factor grasps audience's attention and then continues to hold on to it throughout the entire documentary. Spurlock uses the principle of social proof by asking questions to people in the crowds, students at the schools, people on the streets, about food, such as, would you eat this? Would you do that? Do you choose this? And stuff of that nature. I ended up leaving the documentary with only one basic question: what can be done? Because he does talk to students at the school, and he finds out that the school lunches are really no different than eating similar to fast food all the time. So my biggest questions leaving were, what can be done to improve school lunches, and what can be done to improve student information and education about nutrition. The documentary is factual and maintains language that all audience members can understand so that they can grasp what really is going on throughout the documentary. Persuasive narrative is used constantly throughout the film by asking general questions to get the audience thinking and get them involved. And one of the biggest examples of this persuasive narrative is probably the final question, which, while not on record, is most likely the reason why the supersized menu option was actually removed from McDonald's in 2004 following the release of this documentary. My evaluation is that the documentary handled the subject matter professionally and evaluated it without bias or any kind of hateful tones. And throughout the challenge, even though it was difficult closer to the end, he maintained humor, which helped the audience feel much easier about the subject matter. If there's one takeaway I got from the documentary, is that we are in a war with food. Thank you.